Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we are getting ready to open the ABV Barrel Shop. It is VIP night. Please welcome my co-host Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Jim Fosnot and Old Man Bay.
Hey gang, what's up?
How we doing?
Good. Old Man Bay, move a little closer, man. We don't want you to sound like you're in a tin can or something. So
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're getting ready to open up here. This is like the quiet before the storm. We hope, right, Jim?
It better be, buddy. It better be.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good though. Man, people are excited about us. They've gotten a lot of free publicity here, so.
Yeah, since the last time we talked, you and I were doing a show right here from the bar. We're at the tasting bar. This is where we like to do these shows. And last time we talked, we've been featured locally in a couple newspapers, right?
Yeah, so we were first approached by Sauce Magazine, a local paper here who does things on all the restaurants and bars and kind of stuff in the area. So they were the first ones to approach us, and we sat down and did an interview with them.
Yep.
And then next?
Then we had St. Louis Magazine reach out to us, and that was a funny one because we were like, hey, we got a thing going on there. Like, we want to be the first. And then, so they like sped this up. I don't know that they've ever had an article where they talked to us. They talked to me at 10:30 at night. I was in Kentucky, so it was 9:30 St. Louis time, but 10:30 where I was at Neely Family Distillery, and then at Royce and Becca's house, actually. And so they called me, and I do this interview, and you had done it before. I know he had talked to you before he talked to me. And they literally, that thing was, by the time I woke up in the morning, and I get up early, it was already out there.
Yeah, he told me it's the first time he's posted something, that quickly, probably since he worked in the high school newspaper. There was William Myers, who, thanks to him. Yep. So I knew him from my kind of past retail life. Steve did as well, from stuff in the whiskey industry here in town here. So really, special thanks to him. We've got a lot of foot traffic to our website and to our Facebook page since these articles have come out. So even though Old Man Bay wants to take all credit for it from his post, and I'm sure some of that is true, I'm sure a lot of it is also coming from these articles. So we just want to thank them for embracing us and look forward to working with them in the future on more things.
Absolutely. Old Man Bay, you've seen this place from early on. You stopped by before. What do you think about the evolution that's happened here within the store?
I think it's absolutely incredible what Jim has done with this place and the build out and everything about it.
It's gorgeous, right?
It is. It's beautiful. It just screams bourbon.
Yeah.
The whole thing about bourbon and the barrels being around and all the bottles and everything. It's awesome.
Yes, we've got almost everything here. As we record this, we're just about 3 hours away from getting ready to open for the Friends and Family Night. We have a soft opening, if you will, the night before the grand opening, just to make sure all the systems are running correctly and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of cool to have friends and family in and be able to, a little bit more intimate. We think things are going to be crazy here tomorrow during the grand opening. And but we're waiting for one last delivery. So there'll be 3 whiskeys on there. We'll have 12 total types of whiskey here as we open up, which is a pretty cool thing. Right?
Yeah, and they're all spectacular. So we've been sipping through them through the course of the day. We've been here all day, doing finishing details. And I'd like to especially thank Justine for coming in early today. She flew in to help us out.
Yep.
and she had to go through and redo all our signs because
our writing is not good.
Yes, mine is hieroglyphics, and Steve is a little bit above that, but Justine
just barely. So say you had a scale on bad writing. So Jim is at I don't know 3 million on bad. I'm like 2,999,000, just one tick above him. So I'm the official writer when Justine's not here. So and Justine ranks like she's like perfect. So
yeah, she's artwork as opposed to writing. So so we thank her, and things are coming together. And I guess I'd like to just thank a lot of our friends that have helped us through this.
If you can hear that noise, we just got another like on Facebook. Yeah. Whoever just did that, thank you.
Two, actually. It was at 1,025.
Oh, really?
It's 1,027.
1,027.
As you listen to this, please log onto your Facebook and like us. We have a counter here that flips through.
As you can see, we stop everything.
Yes.
Even if we're doing a show, we stop.
We're like Pavlov's dog when this thing happens, and we get excited. But special thanks, I guess, first of all, to Gary from Wood Hat.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, this bar wouldn't look, or this whole shop wouldn't look like it does without his help. He provided us with a lot of 2.5-inch live edge oak planks to build this thing out, and a lot of old tin. Adam Stump gave us a lot of ricking from his rick house to build our podium. We got Dave from Still 630 gave us a barrel to put into our stave wall here. Royce Neely from Neely Family Distillery gave us some a still from the early 1900s, an actual moonshine still for display that we're doing, as well as some barn wood from his great-grandfather.
Yep.
His barn that we did some trimming out in here that really kind of set things off. So just a lot of great people helping us out here.
Old Man Bay carved our logo into our bar.
Yes, and I guess that we can say, because Gary will see it for them, he also did a special treat. We put a Wood Hat's logo into the bar without Gary knowing, so when he comes here, he'll get to see that. We just wanted to have it pay tribute to him for for all the help that he's given us. So, and then even on the whiskey side, I can't even name everybody that's helping us with the barrels that we're picking out. That they're just doing great things for us.
Jason Fruits, you know what you did for us. Thank
100%.
you, man. We don't need to broadcast everything he's done, but he's been unbelievable to us.
Yeah,
what a kind man.
And a lot of other people have a lot of picks that are still to come in, but just. I just want to. We couldn't have done this without all of our friends' help, and it just really means a lot. It just shows what the bourbon community does for each other. So
what we'll do next? Let's share what we're drinking. What do you guys have in your glass here? I've got Syntax Spirits. This is one that's going to be coming soon. It's not in the barrel shop as we open. I am friends with Heather Bean, the owner out there in Greeley, Colorado. Has been a friend of mine for a long time. That's the one I'm drinking, and we look forward to introducing you guys to that because probably most of you haven't tried it. I think they do all their distribution is out their front door, so this will be the first they're getting into distribution, which is kind of cool. Jim, what do you got?
So I got Still 630, the sorghum whiskey, and so this is just an interesting bottle, and it was an interesting pick we did with Dave. We taste out 7 or 10 that day. I can't remember.
Yeah, that was a lot.
It was, and we do everything blind. So Steve and I don't want to know what the mash bill is, what the age is, what the proof
Nothing
is.
about it.
And so we tasted all these things out. We were tasting a mixture of bourbons, rye. I think it might have been a single malt in there. Was there?
Yeah, the single malt
and sorghum.
And we didn't know that.
We had
That's
no
part of
idea.
the blind thing. It's not like he says, okay, it's blind, but this is what you got. No, we didn't know anything.
And the sorghum won. In a blind taste, we had another person with us on this pick from River City.
Yeah, River City Whiskey Society
helped us with the pick. And so we all love this bottle, and we were all surprised that it was the sorghum whiskey that we love. So if you get a chance, stop on by and give this a try. If we happen to sell out of it, make sure you go by Still 630 and talk to Dave about getting some, because it's just a unique product. I don't know of any other sorghum straight up. I'm sure
there are
exists
some,
in the country,
there are some out there, yeah,
but they're not. Yeah. They're far and few between. And boy, he does it right. It is a great bottle.
Yep. Yes. How about you, Old Man Bay? What are you drinking?
I am having, for the first time, I haven't had it before, and I'm really glad you guys brought this into the shop, and I can't wait to meet Jason Fruits. But the Old 55 Bottled in Bond, man, you guys have the Bottled in Bond, but then you also have the barrel strength, which is really interesting as well. The barrel strength was really good. I tried that the other day. The Bottled in Bond, it is just amazing. Yeah, he's doing some really good stuff.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah.
It's unique how he does that, because he does what he calls sister barrels. It comes out of the same batch. He puts them in two barrels and next to each other in the rick house, and then he does one as a bottled and bond and one as a cask strength. So it's just an interesting taste to see the balance between them.
And we have a couple of his barrels for sale. Hopefully, as you hear this, they'll be gone. But that's probably going to be the last barrels we get, other than after the secondary thing. So for now, when you pick a barrel, he dumps them and he gets the whiskey out of it, and then he's going to do single malt. So it'll be an opportunity. We will get right of first refusal on those barrels. So more than likely, knowing how fruit stuff is, we'll end up buying those barrels, and then we'll get the barrels because then he's done with them. So, but it'll take two batches to get through that. So yeah, which is kind of cool.
Justine, what are you drinking?
I have the Legends pick.
Oh, nice.
Stumpy Spirits.
Stumpy Spirits. Ah, the legend. Very cool.
I didn't see it behind your Coke.
Oh yeah,
I was trying to trip her up. I just saw the Coke can there. I was just trying to get her.
No.
It's because it's in a weed.
It's in a weed. Yes. All right, what we'll do next after we don't cork pops because we don't. We're just doing the posy pours, so we don't have that. But we'll take a quick break, and then
you want to talk about the legend pick?
Well, we will. But when we come back, we still got a show to do.
Oh,
that's not even the show. That's just the intro.
Okay.
And this isn't my first show, by the way. So.
Okay. I'll start.
We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about the Legends pick and so much more. We'll get to that in just a few.
First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
All right, I'm Neil.
And I'm Melanie.
Together we're the Robinsons, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we are going to talk about the Legends pick and the opening of the ABV Barrel Shop.
Yes, we are. So, Old Man Bay, you wanted to talk about it. You were there the night this happened. So we did a special event for Rick. Justine was here too. We had friends from all over the country drive in. We had a special event for Rick. Obviously, you know, he's been battling. He was diagnosed. This is not a secret. He's got it. I wouldn't do this if he was like, don't say anything to anybody. He's got it out there on Facebook and all that. He's been battling ALS. We did a special event for him because he's our friend. And you know, we it sucks that that this has happened to him. So we got the group together. He was inducted into the ABV Network Hall of Fame as a super fan, rightfully so. But we had a special night where we did a bunch of stuff for him, and one of the things was a barrel pick. And you got to see him do that, right, Old Man Bay?
Yeah, and that was absolutely incredible. And I was just honored to be invited to the. Rick's such a great guy, and what his pick was, what he wound up picking, is
Oh,
just
there's another one
Oh.
coming in.
1,028 likes.
1028. How about that?
keep on liking. But yeah, no, it was an amazing event. It was a great homage to Rick and his family, and it was incredible. I have goosebumps right now.
I know.
Yeah.
It was that type of night, right?
Yeah, and this bar is named the Legends
Yeah,
Corner
where
Bar.
we're sitting is the Legends Corner Bar.
We named it after him because all the great things he's done for us and our other friends in the bourbon industry, and so we wanted to make sure that he knew what we thought of him, and so this bar is named after him, and it is
So we celebrate him and of course our friendship with him, but then all the legends of the bourbon industry. That's why we have a photo wall where we have, if you come in here, you'll see photos with us from all sorts of people from the bourbon industry, which is very cool. So, and we'll keep adding to that, and eventually it'll be 4 feet out from where it's at, because we'll just keep we'll get longer and longer thumbtacks.
Yeah, right now we filled it in with a lot of pictures of ourselves who aren't legends, just so it wasn't blank. But as time goes by, we'll replace some of those pictures with actual legends of the bourbon
We
world.
got Jim's high school photo up
Yeah,
there.
It's like a big selfie wall.
I scored a touchdown. It was okay. But yeah, so
You know what I thought was the coolest part about the Legends pick is that you guys had 3 barrels over at Stump's?
Yeah, correct. We had three.
And he was the only one.
It was
the only
100%
person.
him. 100% him. No one else tried it. No one influenced him. Said, try these. Whatever one you pick, we're buying. We'll buy that barrel. And
He
did.
picked a good one.
Yeah.
and this barrel will sell out this weekend, is my
Yeah,
guess.
as you listen to this, you're not going to be able to get it, but I'll tell you what, Stumpy's is killing it. That sticker on there.
Oh.
Laura
Yeah.
Stump does those now, and man, her sticker game is solid. I mean, that is a cool sticker. Is it, Justine? Is that not the coolest sticker you've ever seen?
It is. It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, we ended up, Jim and I, we bought one for the shop. We were like, we'll sell everything, and everything else will be gone. And that's one of the cool things about barrel picks. When it's gone, it's just gone. You can't hold on to everything. But you know what? The Legends pick, it's so cool. We bought one and we put it above our bar, so it'll always be up there in the bar. That one's not for sale. We won't sell that. I mean, unless $2 million.
I think,
as long as Jim and I can get $1 million apiece, we'll do it.
Yeah, I thought you said $2 million you would sell.
Yeah, $2 million's the number.
And then you'll donate to ALS, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve's half.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there's
Another one.
1029. You gotta love this. You guys are doing it, even though this is in the future. It's still, for some reason, somehow it's working right now.
Yes.
So very cool. So we got that going on. We've got picks from Still 630. We got a bunch of things going on. So and the great thing is, as you hear this, it'll probably be all different if you showed up and come in here. And that's what the barrel shop's going to be all about. It's going to be constant picks. Jim and I said that's our nightmare, especially early on. I think once we get rolling, we'll get in a groove where we'll be able to anticipate volume and able to do enough picks. Right now, we're just starting this thing going and literally getting the picks is a hard thing right now. It's going to be an easy part of our job in the future, but right now it's hard.
Say
Oh, here comes another one.
10:30.
It's literally the worst job in the world to just sit here and
Yeah.
drink bourbon and
Right.
pick bourbon all day long.
It's
It's
tough.
not a bad thing.
But yeah, we'll open up with I think 12 picks here, but over time you're never going to probably see more than 25 picks in the building at a
Right.
time. So we'll cycle through them. We'd like to do smaller barrels. We're chasing distilleries that maybe they got a barrel had a leak and it's only half full. That's great. We want those barrels with only 50 bottles in them, so we can cycle through stuff and have more
Offer
variety,
different things,
different things there. But listen, sometimes we're going to have 220 bottles of the same barrel come in if it's the right barrel, and nothing wrong with that. But
Makes sense, yeah.
But for us, it's just about getting to experience all these different whiskeys from, I guess we haven't really discussed a lot of what we're doing is we're bringing in from distilleries across the country that aren't necessarily all in Missouri. And so we're working with a couple of smaller distributors to help us clear these barrels. Got a 3-tier system here, so we got to work through that. And it's taken us a little longer than we thought on some of this. But
we're a little too bold when we thought the expectations. The things grind slowly when the government's involved.
Yeah.
We love the government, by the way.
Yeah.
If they're listening, we love you guys. And, thank you.
And I will say the city of Arnold and the Jefferson County that we're working in have been fantastic to work with.
Can't say
I've worked in a
enough
lot
good
of
things
cities and counties, and this has been so smooth. But we're just trying to bring all these different bottles in, and we'll get the routine now. We kind of figured out our goal is every Saturday will be our bottle release day.
Yep.
and we'll have X amount to release every Saturday, and
Yeah.
I'd love to see a
Every
line.
Saturday, Jim, you and I, we're going to go to breakfast every Saturday, right down the road at Dave's Diner, and then we're going to come in here. And I think every Saturday, sitting in a chair right outside that door is going to be Danny Kennard.
Yes.
Money in hand.
Yes, just waiting. So, yeah, I want this to be like in St. Louis here, perennial beer. Every Saturday, there's a line out the door. People wait to get their new release, and that's what I think will become. I think we'll be a destination where people know we've got this unique thing they can't get anywhere else, and we built a pretty good reputation already for our palate, Steve, over the last 5 or 6 years doing picks. When I was in charge of picks for Missouri and Illinois, and you were involved in a ton of those, and so I'm just looking forward to this, man. This has been a long time coming. We're a couple hours away from grand opening, and I just can't effing wait.
Yeah, yeah. Friends and family tonight. Big grand opening tomorrow. We still are incredibly nervous about this. Everything points to it's going to be a great time. But please come on and visit. It's just a place where we talk whiskey. That's what's cool about this place. Is when you come in, we're going to be talking about whiskey. If you want to talk about whiskey, this is going to be the place.
We don't have a vodka in here. We don't have a hard seltzer in here. We don't even have a beer in here except in the refrigerator in the office. But, if you need one, okay, we can't sell it to you, but we'll let you drink one. We don't care. But we're just a whiskey store. That's what we're going to be. There might be some occasional one-offs. We might do an agave for Cinco de Mayo or a rum single barrel at a time with some of our friends. But in general, we're going to be American whiskeys.
Yeah, there you go.
When you had mentioned also your guys' palates, but what I think is also awesome, and that you guys have said, is that you're going to be you're going to allow the people to help do your picks as well.
Every month we're
You
going to
don't see that.
Yeah, every month we're going to do a customer pick. So we'll do a class every month where, I don't know, what is it, 20 people, 24 people? 24 people can come in and they will taste out a future single barrel for us, and they'll vote it on it, and that's the barrel we'll pick. So we'll do that once a month.
And I can tell you that they called me up one day and said, "Hey, Matt, what are you doing? And you want to come out and drink some whiskey?" Well, twist my arm. Here I come.
Right.
And these guys, they're so awesome, and they support me in so many different ways with my Old Man Bay signs and everything. But they called me up and said, "Hey, you want to come out and do a tasting and it was Deer Hammer."
Correct.
And before we started, they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're going to let you pick our first barrel, and then we're going to name it Old Man Bay." And I'm like, I was just blown away and moved by that, humbled by it. And to be able to do that as somebody who's not in the industry, as a layperson who would come in and do that barrel pick with you guys, to know I'm going to come in this shop, I'm going to buy a bottle of something that I picked.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's awesome. And where do you get that experience at? Anywhere else,
Right.
That's so cool that you guys are doing that.
Yeah. We want to engage people, our friends. We also want to, I'm a big believer. If you've ever listened to the shows, believe it or not, I like St. Louis. I'm a little bit of a St. Louis fan. And we're going to try to get some of the local entities, some of the things that we love about St. Louis, get them engaged and involved in what we're doing and do some collaborations and stuff. So I think that's a cool component too. So should be good. Yeah, we got cool things going on. So be sure to check us out, abvbarrelshop.com. That's the place to look. Sign up for our communication. That would be an excellent thing. I think you'll thank yourself for doing that, because you'll be in the know of everything that we have going on. We'll wrap this one up, as we always do, by talking about where people can find us. Old Man Bay, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, oldmanbaysigns.com, at Old Man Bay Signs.
All right, Jim.
You can find me on Facebook at Jim Fosnot, on Instagram at FozJim, F-A-Z-Z-J-I-M. You can find me Wednesdays through Saturdays in the ABV Barrel Shop, and please like us on Facebook.
Heck yeah. We want to get one more, so it'll be 1031. That's Halloween. That's my favorite number. We get to 1031. Halloween, yeah. I like
That's his favorite.
I love Halloween.
What do you think about 1032?
Now that you mentioned 1032. Justine, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze. You can find the ABV Network merchandise shop on Instagram at ABV Network Shop and at abv.com.
Yep. We will be adding more stuff into our online shop as well, because we've also partnered with the Barrel Shop. So we got the two companies that are going to work together. That means we can buy more goods. It gives us increased buying power. And I told Justine just this past week, start looking for stuff we want to add to the shop. So it should be pretty cool. And then we'll carry it here too. So you can buy it in brick and mortar, or you can get it online. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. The important website, though, is abvnetwork.com. Be sure to check that out. Everything that we do is out there. All of our previous podcasts are out there. We've got our e-magazine out there, Bourbon Zeppelin. We do a couple newsletters each week. Those are out there. So much more. Everything we do, abvnetwork.com. Anything else to say before we get out of here, Justine?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, if you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. Fridays, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Peace.
Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.